Hello antique fans, and welcome to my channel for another antique related video. This is Deanna from Vintage Touch Antiques, and I have spread out here on my counter a selection of items that will be delivered to the Vintage Touch Antique booth in Antique Crossroads, Hagerstown, Maryland on October the 3rd, 2015. I have a nice selection here that's pulled out. A lot of them are primitives, but let's just get started and let me show you what I have that's going in this week. This is a nice wood bucket with bale handle that has the wood handle hold there. It's about 9 1/4 inches tall. This piece is in very good condition and it's going into the shop for $39. Moving right here to the front, I have a couple of these little German woolly putz sheets. These are 2 1/2 inches tall. They're very popular at Christmas time, and it's just to display in your primitive settings. They're the little stick-legged sheep, and they are going into the shop for $20 each. Here is a nice old tin scoop. I love tinware pieces to use with my primitives. This has a curved decorative shape to it that's a little unusual. This piece is going into the shop for $7. Here's another old primitive piece, and I have a few of these that I have on display in my laundry room. This is a primitive clothespin, and it's about 5 3/4 inches long. It has the metal band there, as you can see, that wraps around. Very unusual early piece, hard to find. They were a utilitarian piece, and so they were used up and broken and so forth, but this one has survived, and this one's going into the shop for $12. In the back here, I'm going to be putting in a couple of advertising pieces. This one still has the product inside. It's Oakite detergent or cleaning powder, or however you want to call that. It says it cleans without suds. There is the entire package. I've got it wrapped in plastic there to protect it, and that piece is going in to the shop for $12. Those pieces are great to display with things like the clothespins and so forth if you wanted to fix a display in your laundry area. I'll be putting this little box of J&P Coats darning and mending threads. It's like for 10 little rolls or spools there of the thread, going into the shop for $5. Again, a nice little advertising piece, but also has a little bit of length there, but also a nice little piece that if you collect sewing notions, that's just a wonderful piece to add to your collection. I'm going to move back to the front here. This is a wooden treen vanity box. The lid just lifts off. It has on the top there, I hope you can see that it looks like I'm calling it an Art Nouveau piece because of the way the lines and stuff are curved and all. This piece is going into the shop for $10. I don't usually do a lot of things with tools and early tools like that, but I did collect a few early ones here, and so I think I'm going to make a little display of tools at my shop. And this piece here is an antique hand-forged leather making tool. It has the rat tail handle hook there. Nice old beat up weathered primitive handle. This piece I'm putting in for $10. This also is a cutting tool, probably maybe for linoleum or such. It's got a very chunky wood handle and a ring there for hanging. This one is going into the shop for $6. Here's a folding 72-inch wood rule. It's by Dural, I believe is the way you pronounce that, D-U-R-A-L-L. A lot of people use these during the holiday season. They make them in shapes like stars and so forth. So I'm putting that piece in for $9. Here is an old wood tool that's a scribe tool. I don't know a lot about it. If you know anything about scribe tools, you'll know what that's for. That one is going in for $10. In the back here is a nice rustic wooden small string winder with some old string on there. As you can see, it's a very primitive looking piece. Nice piece to just hang on your wall. And this piece is going in for $9 as well. Here I have a tin Tolware cinnamon canister. This is a little more unusual. I've sold a number of them that are tea and coffee and spices, but this one has the word cinnamon right there on it. It also has E.C. Harley Company at the bottom, Dayton, Ohio. It has the screw on top that has the number 2. It's a great old piece, primitive, probably 19th century, going into the shop for $25. And here's a little 4 1/4 inch tall, bell-shaped brown stoneware crock. These little squatty type crocks are very popular, and this one's going in for $9. Let me set him down so that I can show you the stool that these are on. And this is a primitive mortised little footstool that you can see there, all wood, no finish, rustic, country, going in for $20. I'll pull back here, maybe you can see that a little better. And then in the front here, I have 3 old butchering tools. This is the turner and the flush fork, 2-tine flush fork here that has the looped ends for easy hanging, and then I have a longer one there that's a twisted handle that has the little hanging loop there on the end of that. Okay, and these 2 are going in, well, the 2-tine one here in the front, this is going in for $10, and the ladle is going in for $13, and then the larger fork there is going in for $12. I'm also adding, it's hanging here, so I hope the glare doesn't get to you. I didn't have any other way to do it. A couple of old canes. They're popular, especially this time of the year, for school plays and dramas and so forth. And there's a lot of things people do with old canes. And as you can see, they're going in for $4 a piece. And then I have one other piece. This piece is a shop sale only piece. I'm sorry, I would not be able to ship something this large. This is a walnut cabinet. It's 4 drawers, and my husband says that it was probably a parts cabinet at one time. It has the little porcelain knobs here on 3 of the drawers, and then it has an old metal pull here on the bottom. It's a nice large size cabinet, as you can see here. It actually measures 26 inches wide by 14 inches high by 15 inches deep. Lovely wood. And that is going into the shop for $150. So that's what's going to be delivered on October the 3rd. Please check the description of the video for where you can find me on the web. Remember that most things can be transferred to my online store, and you will find the link to my online store in the description if you're interested in purchasing any of these pieces. I'd love to have you come by the shop in Antique Crossroads, Hagerstown, Maryland, when you get a chance, or when you're traveling through the area. You'll find Vintage Touch On the left side of the mall, third row on the left, just look for the large sign that hangs over my double wide space. So thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. Have a great fall. And please subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you. Bye-bye.